number 1 Georgia, number 20 Kentucky. Oh my goodness. If you're watching on the YouTube side, yikes. The stats are up, compiled by Garrett. If you're on the podcast side, let me tell you what we're looking at. 51-13, the final score. The Bulldogs just crush the Wildcats. 608 total yards for Georgia, 183 for Kentucky. I told you in the preview, Kentucky had a chance to hang around in this game. Why, guys? Because they were going to run the ball and they were going to do it effectively. And Georgia can't stop the run. They haven't done it well all year. They gave up 55 yards today. They ran for $173 instead. Just, yeah. I tweeted earlier. Many are wondering if I actually know ball, because I am in maybe the coldest cold streak of my broadcasting career. Basically, if I say something, fade me, go the other way, and it's a stone cold lock of the week. Because right now, listen, I think the process is good. Trey, you and I were talking about this on the under for Texas OU not hitting, right? 59 minutes and 45 seconds. Our process was true. We were on the money, and then a late touchdown sinks our ship. That's how it's normally been for me, but boy, I'll admit it. I got this one completely wrong. I looked at the numbers. I looked at what Georgia and Kentucky had both, I thought, collectively done, and said, sure, an elite defense against an offense that struggled to find an identity, an offense that struggled to put lesser opponents away. Let's ride with the dog. Shouldn't have done that. Rode with the wrong dog today. Thanks, Teddy. Teddy says Georgia heard that Mitch said that and said, hold my beer. Basically, Carson Beck dominated, 389 yards, 4 touchdowns. Mentioned Kentucky couldn't run the ball. Trey, has the Giant awakened? Is this the Georgia that we've been waiting on that can now run their way to a 3rd straight national title?
Well, yeah, if they play like this, absolutely. The consistency is going to be the issue for Georgia, I think, this year. And it always is with a young quarterback. Carson Beck has been fantastic this year. I think he's catching a lot of strays for no good reason. And he's done a great job with the offense. The play calling has been a little inconsistent. The run game hasn't been there at all times, but it looked great tonight. Kentucky's a great defensive team, and they put up 51 on them. That's really, really impressive. And I think, they're definitely motivated by the little number next to Kentucky's name. I think what we're going to see with Georgia a lot this year is, as they're in the lull parts of their schedule, they might play down to their competition just a little bit. But I trust Kirby Smart. I said this on the preview show. I trust Kirby Smart to get things figured out. I didn't know that they would hold them to 55 yards, but I thought they would look a lot better in disciplined run defense this week, and that's exactly what happened. So, yeah, they're the proverbial favorite in the whole SEC for a reason. I think they earned their number 1 ranking tonight. Obviously, they haven't been as consistent as a team like Michigan, and Michigan also looked really, really good today. So we'll get to them in just a second. But I think Georgia, most talented team in the country on paper, and they're starting to show it's starting to gel. And if the freshman quarterback gets more consistent and they can put it all together, look out, because it's going to be a steamroll again.
Very impressive showing by the Georgia Bulldogs. I think they will earn some of those votes back as far as being the top team. There were 5 teams in the country coming into play today that had earned first place votes according to the AP poll. I wonder if that number goes down, obviously, right? With Texas losing, Georgia dominating, I think you're going to see a much more concentrated number for the Bulldogs going into this next week.
Gracious, how about that?